Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Zach bringing you guys another trade recap. It is currently March 5th, 2026, and we took one trade today. It was an absolute banger trade. We caught a total of 81 points and 75, somewhere 81 points. Let's just say 81 points. Beautiful, beautiful trade. We made a total of 2.3K, 475 on 5 accounts total. Beautiful trade today, and let's get right into the trade recap. So coming into market open, I was very bullish. We were still inside this 4-hour fair value gap, as you guys can see here, and we were just clearly still bullish. We closed above these highs here, these highs right here. So I was just bullish coming into the day. We were inside this 4-hour fair value gap. I was like, okay, if this 4-hour gets inverse coming into 10 a.m., then I'll be bearish, but we never inverse, and as you guys can see, we had a massive wick on this one candle here, a very nice rejection wick, and then we came down the hourly, we swept out this low. So I was just looking for the 4-hour CRT. Let me clear up my charts a little, and I'll just mark up as I go. But came down, we swept out these lows right here. So I was looking to target these 4-hour highs, which was also aligned with London highs, as you guys can see. If I go down to the lower time frame, these highs aligned perfectly with London highs, so this was my main draw on the day. We came down, swept these lows, and then this was all like low resistance here, and market open, we just pumped. 9:30 we pumped. We got to close above 8:30 high, which is right here. We got to close above 8:30. So I was just looking for a continuation. We had this nice 5-minute fair value gap here that was holding us from going lower, and we came down, tapped into 50% level of that 5-minute. We displaced higher. There was an inversion out of here on the lower time frame. It was a seconds time frame, but I don't use seconds, so I was just looking for, I wish there was a 1 minute in this leg, but there wasn't, so I waited for a close above this high here for more confirmation. We got the close above, and then I just entered on the retest here of that level with our stops below this order block here to target London highs. Very, very clean draw today. So I knew as soon as we got to close above this high, we were at least coming to these highs, which this is where my break even was, because this is all low resistance. And when we're going to run through low resistance, we're going to run through all of it. There's no reason for us to reverse out of anywhere in here because there's no fair value gaps. There's nothing holding us from going to these highs where my break even was. And then if I saw these highs, and I expect us to just go to London highs, and time also aligned with this trade. It was right at in the 10 a.m. macro, so I expected 10 a.m. to open higher, take out London highs, and then there also was a beautiful short entry here. I did not catch this short, but I know a lot of people took this short off this. There was also SMT right here. That was a beautiful short, but I was done for the day after these longs. Very, very nice longs. We came down, tapped into this order block, and I knew this order block would hold us from going any lower. So this is a protected low. You can see this as a protected low because if we were truly bullish, we would not come back to this low. We would expect this order block to hold us, so that's where my stop loss was. We got to close above this high here. Very nice market structure shift right here. This is also a, I think there was a lower, was there a breaker in here? Let me see. I mean, you could technically consider 8:30 as a breaker as well. A low, high, lower low, higher high. So right here, you could consider all this a breaker that we respected. Right across here, but that also aligned with the 5-minute fair value gap, all right in here. And then we pumped higher, got to close through. I'm like, okay, we're just going to pump probably. So I got in on the retest. Was not in an inversion fair value gap entry, but I don't need an inversion fair value gap every single time. This is just straight discretion trade with stops protected and continue into the clean, very, very clean draw London highs, because this is also the very clean 4-hour CRT. Candle range 3, we swept out the lows. We should go to the highs, and these highs were very, very nice. So swept the lows, come to the highs, and that's what we did. Beautiful trade today. Very, very simple trade. All this low resistance here. Also, this is a nice accumulation, manipulation lower. Sweep out London lows. And then what do we have in target? London highs and Asia highs. Asia highs got tapped by ES here. So there was an SMT with Asia highs. So, but all I was targeting was London highs. And I fully got out there. Made 495 on 5 accounts. Or 475, I keep saying 495. 475 on 9 accounts. So very, very, very nice trade. on a Thursday. And yeah, so that's going to be it for this trade recap. Very simple, very easy, very clean. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and hopefully tomorrow we can catch another banger trade, and this will be a pretty good week overall if I could catch a banger trade tomorrow. But I'm going to be staying very patient tomorrow because I caught a banger trade today. And the rest of the week, I caught one trade and a PM session a couple days or 2 days ago. Yesterday, I did not trade, so there was no trade recap yesterday. But I'm up a total of like $600 on the week, so I'm okay with ending the week up $600 on multiple accounts. Do not need to trade tomorrow, but I definitely will be looking, because now that we are selling off, I could potentially see us continue going lower to this 4-hour fair value gap here, and eventually the sell side that we wanted before. So this will be like my target for tomorrow, is the sell side here. And I definitely think we could get some very good price action tomorrow. We came up, respected this 4-hour fair value gap, and then I was still bullish. I expected us to pump through this 4-hour fair value gap, but now that we inverted this 4-hour fair value gap, we're clearly bearish to the next. We also inverted this one as well. We are clearly bearish to this 4-hour at least, if not lower. So tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be bearish. That's already my bias for tomorrow. Very nice, but we can see what overnight does. Hopefully we chop around for a little, get a manipulation up, or honestly a manipulation lower, inverse of this 4-hour as well. We're tap into this 4-hour, and then we'll just play a AMD accumulation, manipulate higher into this 4-hour that we're creating, and then a move lower. I don't expect this 4-hour to hold. I expect us to just run lower to this full draw that we missed multiple times. So we expected this sell side to already be taken by this low, but nope, this was a protected low. Now we're going to come back and take it, I think. But yep, today's trade was very clean, very simple. Just clean targets to London highs, swept out London lows, 4-hour candle range theory. That was my whole basics around this trade, and clean draw. And that's all you really need, is just a clean draw on liquidity, which was London highs, obviously, and an entry. Today was not my typical entry model. There was no inversion fair value gap. There was an inversion in here, but it was like a 30-second or 15-second, but I don't use second time frames. I only use 1 minute as my lowest. And yeah, so that's going to be it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow if I take any trades. Peace.